Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Neil and I'm really excited because we are about to start a brand new series. We are going to watch season 1 of True Detective. I've heard lots of great things about True Detective, but I really don't know that much. I know that it's like a Fargo or an American Horror Story in that each season there's an entirely new cast. I know that season 1 stars Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. That's really exciting. These are typically movie guys, and this is the appeal of a show, a TV series that redoes its casting every year. You can sign on for 1 year, you can shoot 8 or 10 episodes, and then you're gone. But you can really dabble in TV like that. So I'm excited to see them. Obviously, it's a detective story, but I don't know whether it's a mystery or more of a procedural. I'm excited either way. And I also have the sense, and I might be completely off here, but I have the sense that it's a bit of a period piece. I don't know exactly how far back it is, whether it's like in the 80s or more recently, but that's a feeling I have. Other than that, I really don't know what to expect here. I'm just excited to get to start something new. So, without further ado, let's get right into episode 1 of season 1 of True Detective. This episode is called The Long, Bright Dark. I'm digging the intro music already. Oh, that's cool, that shot. Oh, they were executive producers too. Oh wow, big fire. Oh, 2012.
Well, you don't.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about
pick
it being
your parents
period.
and you don't pick your partner. He come out of Texas, so nobody knew him. Took 3 months till we got him over to the house for dinner. Around our big 419. That's what you all want to hear about, right? Dora Lang, kids in the woods.
Yeah, sure. But talk about Cole.
Rust. Pick a fight with the sky. Didn't like its shade of blue.
Dora Lang, the occult, ritual, murder. Oh, you assholes. You want to hear this or not? Vermilion Sheriff requested assistance with a 419 cane fields outside of Erath.
What is a 419?
Well, January the 3rd, 1995, my daughter's birthday.
Oh, okay, so it is a little bit
I remember.
back in time. I get it. They're remembering 95. Okay. Oh, look at them all young and cleaned up. Okay, so we're in Louisiana, 95, a field burned and they found, oh my god, that's messed up. That is not your normal dead body. Jeez. And are these guys state police then? That's messed up.
Tell me what you see.
Look at your marks on her wrist, ankles, and knees.
So she's been tied up.
Multiple shallow stab wounds to the abdomen. She'd been on her back a while before he moved her.
Yeah, she wasn't killed there. She was moved there, right?
I was all right. Better than some, but, you know, I knew how to talk to people. And I was steady. Rust?
It's either
Now, his Texas files were classified, and he wasn't big on talking, except when you wanted him to shut up. But he was smart.
I'd offer you a seat, but
not much in the way of furniture.
I can't stay.
All he is the job. I'm loving the soundtrack. It's building the tension so nicely. Weird little altar. All sorts of weirdness going on here.
This is gonna happen again. Or it's happened before. This idea goes way back with him.
You got a chapter in one of those books on jumping to conclusions?
They're going to be an interesting counterpoint to one another in this, I can tell.
You gotta come to dinner. Can't put Maggie off anymore, so you just gotta.
Meet the new partner.
All right.
You're gonna meet him. I gotta get the door.
Oh, is he in rough shape? Oh, man. He's rough. He's had a rough day. He's got demons.
All kinds of ghettos in the world.
It's all one ghetto, man.
There's going to be some heavy thinking on this show, isn't there?
In philosophical terms, I'm what's called a pessimist.
Okay, what's that mean?
Means I'm bad at parties.
Let me tell you, you ain't great outside of parties either.
I think the honorable thing for our species to do is stop reproducing. Walk hand in hand into extinction. One last midnight, brothers and sisters opting out of a raw deal.
That's awfully fatalist.
And now I'm begging you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. This is going to be a thought-provoking series, I can tell.
Let's make the car a place of silent reflection from now on.
Please shut up. Oh. So that was 8 years earlier?
I don't drink.
So he doesn't drink unless he drinks. Clearly he's massively depressed.
This is a real thing. Some Halloween shit.
What about him? What do you think?
Smart, aloof, doesn't care about making friends, but he's already running with it. He's got a real mind for it.
So you'd keep him on it?
Both of us, yeah, I would.
All right.
State Vice gave me some addresses to follow up on. So far, nobody
What's he drinking?
talked to me.
Yeah. I guess prostitutes work truck stops, don't they? Light bright. I got a sense this is going to be more a cop drama than a procedural, or at least equal parts, which I dig.
Yeah, you get pills pretty easy. Relax. I want some. Quaaludes. Anything barbittle. I don't sleep.
He doesn't sleep, period. So presumably he got kicked out of the Texas police for drug use or something. So Matthew's name is Rusty, and Woody's name is Martin? Why did he just... Oh. I've done that. Working long hours.
Hey, Lone Ranger.
Oh, shit. I got a shower. Got a debriefing today and then maybe a press conference later.
Being a cop can't be good for a regular family life.
Prince came back. Dora Kelly Lang. Prize for shoplifting, possession, and solicitation.
Dora Kelly Lang, and the title of the episode is Dark Long Night? Dark Long Light? Something like that?
So she was drugged, bound, tortured with a knife, strangled, posed out there.
Jesus. What killed her, though? Man, it's a mystery, too. That's for sure.
This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading.
I was just about to say, like, all the blank walls, so weird. No signs.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
A cult. Now, I don't know if this shit is anything but crazy, but Speece and the superintendent, they're paying attention. Newspapers are making hay. Church groups.
Man, they have so little to go on, really. You know? it doesn't feel like a personal murder. So, like, there's no connection between the murderer and the victim.
You believe in ghosts?
Is it the Fontenot girl?
Who? Why would you ask that?
Went missing around here years back. Last time something happened.
Y'all think maybe this have something to do with those cats?
What cats?
Somebody caught them up, turned the insides out, and nailed them to the front door twice.
Oh, that's brutal. That's what they always say, how serial killers get their start, killing animals, torturing animals.
Now that looked like something my old auntie taught us how to make when I was a tyke.
What are they?
Old auntie told us that they were devil nets. You put them around the bed, catch the devil before he get too close.
That's interesting.
It's kind of like dream catchers.
Now that's all we got on the Fontenot girl.
Well, there's nothing in here. It's just possible report made in error.
Now that was 5 years ago. My understanding, the little girl went off with her birth daddy.
R and I said you had a complaint these parts around December. Little girl getting chased through the woods.
Little girl said a green-eared spaghetti monster chased her through some woods. Now, we had her work with a sketch artist, and she told us that looked exactly right.
Listen, boys, I'm gonna have to call a time out, make a beer run.
Well, why don't you hold off on that for a while?
What was it, this case that messed him up so much? Even more so, I mean? Looks like neither of these guys are cops anymore.
I take a sixer to Old Milwaukee or Lone Star, nothing snooty. My off days, I start drinking at noon. You don't get to interrupt that.
Cheeseburger and a Coke, or a six-pack of Old Milwaukee. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Our investigators have several leads.
Who's this other guy? Like the head of the troopers or something?
Thank you, boys. We almost had a moment there.
I feel like every day's a day off for him now.
You want to talk the whole case through or just the end?
No. Whole story from your end, you don't mind. You know, like he said, files got ruined.
But what he didn't say is that this is about something else.
Is killer still going?
Something new that went in Lake Charles, maybe?
You don't drink with me or the boys. And you gotta get a load on before you visit my family.
No, Mark, it's not like that. I didn't mean to.
Don't worry about it. Have some more coffee and just try to make 10 minutes of conversation.
Got it.
Well, Russ, it is so nice to finally meet you. I said your life's in this man's hands, right? Of course you should meet the family. Do you like your job?
Not exactly. It's worthwhile. I'm good at it.
You're not married?
He's got a daughter, so I guess he was married.
Once. Not anymore.
Children?
One. She passed.
Oh.
Marriage didn't last long after that.
No wonder his daughter's birthday messes him up so much.
Sorry.
So when they drove past that girl just waving on the sidewalk, was that the ghost of his daughter? Awkward family dinner.
What was that?
No, it's nothing. Can't wait till tomorrow.
He's going to tough it out. Did he just take a little something to help him out?
So, you and Cole went bad in '02, huh?
What happened between me and him don't have nothing to do with Dora Lang. I worked with Russ Cole for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
People change, relationships change.
And they'd only just started in 95.
Stay in touch.
So they were cops for till 2002
No.
at least.
I haven't talked to Russ in 10 years.
Since they stopped working together.
What's going on?
Sorry. We just heard some stories.
What is going on?
Marie Fontenot said her uncle's Danny Fontenot, pitcher, LSU. He lives close by.
Well, thanks, guys.
Oh, this guy
What
again.
about you two? Did you get anything today?
Not much, sir.
Well, who might know the Reverend Tuttle?
Your case has a lot of people taking care.
We've been discussing the viability of a task force to investigate crimes with an anti-Christian connotation.
Thank you for doing your part.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Can't even look him in the eye.
Yeah, that's the sound of the big machine, Cole. It's gearing up to pound your ass.
Is that
The depositions. I thought I should walk you through them.
Oh, great. Let's just find a place to talk. Right through here.
But you all checked on Marie Fontenot. Why?
And we'll call it intuition.
Mr. Fontenot,
This is the guy that used to pitch at LSU?
Danny, this man's a detective.
Is he
the police.
Muscular dystrophy?
We wanted to ask you about your niece, Marie.
Danny loved her so much. We weren't her legal guardians, but she played here all the time.
What did he see? What did he see? In the creepy barn or shed? Is it one of the same symbols or
Sat on the floor on the right.
devil catchers? Uh-oh. Is it a body? What do we got? Oh.
I don't know what that is. I haven't looked in there since the police first came.
So that could have been there like 5 years or...
So what she look like? That one in Lake Charles.
Come on, if you caught the similar case, you guys should be talking.
Can you, tell us anything about that, Mr. Cole?
Man, looks a lot like the one from 95, but...
Wow.
You knew that already.
Yeah, there's specifics consistent to the 95 case. Details that weren't public knowledge. My question is...
How could it be him?
Because did they catch a guy?
We already caught him in 95.
So did they catch the wrong guy? Or is there a copycat? Is it a father and son kind of thing?
And start asking the right fucking questions.
Is this where we end? Yep. Okay. I'm fascinated. This is a cool series, I think. It's taking it slow. It's super creepy. There's no suspects whatsoever at this point. So it's not your typical mystery. It's more of a procedural, but it's got so much else on top of that. It's got the personal drama of these two characters who both have some demons by the feel of it. Rusty Cole's demons are obvious for all to see, but it feels like Marty's got some too. I got a weird sense that he's having an affair with the woman that brought off that dropped off the depositions right near the end there from the city clerk's office or wherever it was from. And also got the sense from 2012 that maybe his marriage is over. Clearly, Rusty took a turn for the worse after 2002 when he and Marty stopped working together. I'm curious to find out what more if we learn anything more about Rusty prior to 95 or in the 7 years that they worked together after this particular case. But they're both really fascinating characters right off the top. And then it's just a super creepy, weird, abnormal case. And that can't, and you can't help but think what it could all mean. And it's really brilliant setting it in the South, in the Christian South, where it automatically gets labeled satanic, occult, and maybe it is, but maybe it's something else entirely, you know, like it's so easy to call it anti-Christian, and maybe that's not it at all. Is it weird? Absolutely. And in God-fearing country, I guess that's going to be how it gets identified by the press, isn't it? After one episode, I don't feel like there's been a ton of clues. There's the evidence. There's the site. There's obviously other missing children. The Fontenelle girl from 5 years ago. We drove past a billboard of another girl who presumably went missing, might also have been killed, and I think the date on that was from 87, so even further back. So this could be, you know, they could all be tied together. They maybe not. And I am fascinated about whether, speaking of other dead children, Rusty's daughter died. You know, that came out during the family dinner at Marty's place, and which is why her birthday hits him so hard. And I'm just sort of filling in the narrative gaps here, but I would assume that he was married, they had a daughter, the daughter died, and the daughter's death drove them apart. That would be my guess as to how that all shook down. So his daughter's death destroyed his life. And on, top it off, the man's on Quaaludes, he's an alcoholic. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some other things that he uses. Looks like when he went away for 30 seconds during the family dinner, he took something to help him cope. So, yeah, fascinating characters. There's a history, and he might see ghosts, by the way. He might see ghosts. They drove past that girl standing on the curb waving. His next line was, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And then shortly thereafter, we find out his daughter died. Maybe that was the ghost of his daughter. Maybe it was a real girl. I don't know, but could be. Anyway, I'm excited to have started this series. It's really well made, and I'm going to watch another one right away. So stick around for that next week. Until then, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.